Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And creature.
and welcome back to the channel.
Woo!
And today we are here to discuss Drag Race Down Under, the semi-final. We had a roast.
Mm.
But before we get into it, I want to remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We have a goal of 1,000 subscribers and would love to reach that as soon as possible. To help us achieve that, it's just as simple as hitting the button. Go ahead and hit it. It's alright. Make our wish come true.
Yes.
So, Ms. Creature, what did
Yes,
you
sir.
think of this semifinal roast episode?
This was interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, because I feel like they played in Freya's face again.
Yes, they very much did.
2 weeks in a row now. I don't like that.
Yes,
I don't like that.
I
But
don't
we'll
see
talk
that.
about it. We'll talk about it. So we start off the episode after the elimination of Max. So they come
Mm-hmm.
in, read Max's message. They all share a sentimental moment, and then of course, we haven't talked about it much on this show, but Freya and Max were a little cutesy cutesy, flirty flirty.
Mm-hmm.
So Freya was just talking about how much they're gonna miss Max's energy in the room,
Of course.
of course.
Of
So
course.
Nikita wipes the message away. They go sit down and congratulate Lazy Susan on her third win.
Mm.
I did the math. I was like, well, if I judged this season, how would this have
Mm.
went down? She would have gotten one of her 3 wins, and that was the girl group challenge. Maybe the first episode. Now, because at first I had Nikita winning it because I decided to do a top two instead of, oh snap, nobody goes home. But seeing how Nikita's been lip syncing all season, maybe Lazy possibly could have beat her. So maybe 2 wins for Lazy. But yeah, we move on. It's the next day in the workroom. They come in. They're reminiscing about the season. I'm like, wait, this ain't the final four. Why we going this deep?
As we go
Doom
on.
doom. But the alarm goes off. Michelle enters the workroom and announces that we're having a good old fashioned roast, honey.
Yes. Chop beef.
Oh, yes. And because Lazy Susan was the winner of last week's challenge, she gets to choose the running order.
Yay.
So we see the queens writing their material, and they go to the main stage where they get some help from Michelle Visage in season one with a Kina Main.
It
Kina
rain.
Main. So we saw that. We get back afterwards, and Lazy announces the running
Order.
order, and she seemed to do pretty fairly. Like she knew who was going to struggle and placed it accordingly.
Right.
Um, you already know me. Give me any type of power, baby. We're finna play the game. I'm finna fuck everybody up. But also with the roast, it really doesn't matter the order because if you're funny, you're funny. If you're
Right.
not, you're not. It would just suck as a viewer to watch three people be really bad in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this would be one of the few times where it doesn't really matter the roast order unless you want to throw off somebody by giving them the last spot. Be like, oh yeah, you're gonna end it. Yeah, you're gonna start it. Have fun. But yes, we got the running order. And while they were getting ready in drag, season one competitor Maxi Shield enters the workroom. Now, unfortunately,
Mhm.
Maxie could barely talk because apparently it was around Mardi Gras when they shot this. So her voice is gone. Oh, goodness. But yeah, she gave them some good tips. I love seeing the little flashback to her time on Drag Race. And also, why haven't we seen her on a Versus the World yet? I
Um,
would love to see Maxie Shield again because Maxie Shield will always hold a special place in my heart for the absolutely everybody lip sync when she pulled out that microphone. Baby, my life was forever changed after that
we're
moment.
good.
For good. For good.
We're good.
It was forever changed for
I'm
good
sorry. You're gonna get a lot of wicked puns
for the next year. Well, 2 years because part two
for the
comes
next
out.
2 years.
Then it's going to be another year full of them because we're going to have the part two puns. Um, But yeah, so we need to get Maxie back on the TV. I met her at DragCon the first year. I didn't take a picture with her. She was at Ketamine's
Mhm.
booth, and she was help running it. So I was chatting with her while the person in front of me was taking a picture with Keta. And yeah, yeah, she was real lovely, real lovely. Her and
Lovely
Ketamine,
gal.
lovely gal. So now, speaking of lovely gals, it's time for our hostess with the mostest. We have Michelle Visage, giving us a starry night. What did you think of her ensemble this week?
Um, it's okay. I think it's like a. I'll give it a B plus.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie to you, I was expecting a little more from Michelle on the runway because we've seen,
Mm-hmm.
especially like U.S. and U.K., we've seen what she brings. So kind of
Right.
like were we out of ideas by the time we got to Down Under?
Yeah.
I'm like, because I truly think it was like a last minute thing for Michelle to step in and host this season. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
she didn't have enough time to get the full, boom, boom, boom.
Wardrobe together.
Yeah. But she still looked good. But anyway, what's your score for her today?
I said it was a B.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must not have heard you.
You didn't.
I will give it a B as well. She looks good. So this week we are joined by season one winner Kidamine,
Yes.
Rhys Nicholson,
Yes.
and season one and Canada versus the World season one competitor, a two-time Miss Congeniality, Anita Wiglet.
Yes. She looks good blonde.
Y'all know we've talked about how much we love Anita Wiglet in this household. One of my
Oh
favorite
yeah.
queens that we actually got to meet together our first year at DragCon. Like, loved.
Put us both at ease.
She really did because she was one of the first ones that we saw. So she really. Well, you saw her first, then I
Yeah.
came, and
And
then we
dragged
all,
you over there.
yeah, then we all took a picture. But yeah, it was one of my
She was like,
favorites.
it's the first time I got to be short.
Oh, I got that a lot from the queens. I love it. I really do.
I feel so delicate.
But yes, Anita, it's good to see you behind the judging panel. Good.
Yes, stay there.
So, it is now time for the roast of Rhys Nicholson. Up
Jesus.
first, we had Lazy Susan. I'll go first here.
Yes.
I thought she did a decent job,
Mm-hmm.
but like, the jokes to me just seemed like recycled jokes that we've heard on Drag Race before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she did good. Like, she wasn't bad at all, but I was waiting for the good, especially with Lazy being so funny
Everywhere else.
everywhere else. I'm like, I was just expecting the the gut laughter, but
Mm-hmm.
it didn't happen. But she did better than what she did in Snatch Game.
Yeah, there were a couple of chuckles, but
Yeah, but
it
overall, it
really
was a decent
didn't.
job.
Yeah, like it was funny, just wasn't the absolute best.
Yeah. Up next is Nikita Iman. Category is bombed.
Struggle bus.
Oh we. And I like the idea of where she was going with her roast. I just wish
Mm.
she was able to.
It didn't translate well.
Yeah, like it just didn't.
Like it could have. It would have been really good to call it, but I think she just got up there and lost her nerve and was like, "Let me just get this done and over with."
Because she looks good here. I know we're not talking about the looks, but she really looked good here, okay?
She did. She loves that little afro wig. It's like the third time she's worn it.
Up next is Freya Amarni. Not gonna lie, I was a little worried after the walkthrough. I'm like, ooh,
Mm-hmm.
Freya, sister, get it together. But baby, she went back in that workroom and got
And
it
put in the
together.
work.
Okay, she got it together. Funniest of the night, in my opinion.
Yep.
Just good times, good times. What did you think of Miss Freya?
I thought she was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused about some of this judging, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, we'll get to it. Up next is Mandy Moobs. What did you think of Miss Mandy here?
That was a struggle too.
And it hurt my feelings. It hurt. You know how much I am Team Mandy From the first episode, I've been screaming Team Mandy, Mandy, Mandy. But these last two episodes, I'm like,
Mandy.
but these last two episodes, I'm like, oh no, she's running out of steam. She's running out of steam. No, sis, we're almost to the end. Come on, you got this. You got this. Let's go. But yeah, this was it. I think I laughed once, and I think it was her very last joke. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, where was that? Like, we've been waiting and also these roasts were really short. Like, they all had like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I
think they had longer because it seemed like some of these packages were pieced together.
Usually it is longer, and then they just give you the best, which makes me worried about Mandy and Nikita. I'm like, oh, this was the best? Oh God, what was the rest of it? And then we have Vibe. Again, Vibe, thank you so much. Like that. Great way to close the show. Great way to close the show. Oh, you said...
well, no, I was going to talk about Freya again, but we can talk about Freya later.
Okay. So let's get to the category for this week. Hold on, category is Cape Fierce. So if you had to bring a cape look, what look would you have caped over your body?
Well, considering the fantastical era that we happen to be in right now, you and I, our hyperfixation would have been.
That was my first thought, but I was like, no, get out of the wicked mind if you're going to do something. But for me, I thought about it. Are you familiar? Yeah. Are you familiar with the cartoon and video game series Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Yes.
I would have been Carmen Sandiego.
I'm old, so I know Carmen Sandiego from the game in the 90s.
Yeah. Like, I was introduced to the show first, then my mama bought me the game. So then I went and played the game. I got stuck, like, on a pretty early part of the game, and I was like, okay, I'm done playing here.
Right.
But
I look, you want to watch the series on Netflix.
Is it on? Oh, the new one they recently did. I forgot about that. I didn't watch it. I need to watch it.
I know that, and the other reason why I know that is because Liam O'Brien does the voice.
Yeah, so I would have done that, but you know her signature red coat?
Yes.
The back of it just would have been the really long, or I would have just added like a really cape and add the dramatics of "You'll never find me."
Right.
Give it what's it, Zorro, add some Zorro effects like,
yeah.
You will never find me.
Now, if I was going to do that, then I probably would have been like the pirate Dread Roberts from Princess.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would have had that, but it would have been, I probably would have been like a la Simone, where it was the do-rag.
Yes, got you. I am picking up what you're putting down.
Yes, the pirate Dread Roberts.
Yes. So let's get into these fabulous queens. Up first, we have Lazy Susan. You can go first on this one.
It's a no for me, dog.
It's a hell no for me, dog. And they really tried to spin it to make it sound good. I'm like, we get it, she's safe. She did good in the roast. But this runway.
This is not my favorite, and blue's my favorite color.
And then she had the nerve to try to say Rugrats at the end. Don't bring them into this. Don't bring Tommy, Phil, Leo, Angelica, Chucky, Kimmy, Dill. Don't bring none of them in this. They ain't did nothing to you.
Peggy. Susie. Definitely don't touch Susie.
Oh, yeah. Almost forgot Susie. But yeah, so don't do that. Yeah, but it's a no for me, dog, as well. Up next, we have Nikita Iman.
I loved this so much.
A+. This 10. So
10.
she's part of the ballroom. 10.
10.
10. It's a 10. God, I love it. God, I love it. Up next is Freya Amani. What did you think of Freya?
Look, they played in Sis's face
They did.
because the roast was good, the outfit was good, and the only thing that worked against her was that she did do a lot of reading. She didn't have an extemporaneous speech. It was a lot of like reading off the cards, but she did try her best to like look up and look around and then read the card, and like sometimes that's what you can do. Now if she
I
had
thought she
held
did
the-
a great job. Honestly, I thought she did a great job. I thought there was good balance of reading the card and being active with the audience.
Exactly. But for whatever reason, they were just like, nope, nope, nope. And I guess it was just because Vibe was like off card.
When we get to Vibe, I'm gonna give my prediction on why Vibe got the win this week. But what's your score for this look?
This is an A+ for me. I'm sorry.
It's an A for me.
This-
I'm right there behind
This
you.
deserved everything.
This was an A for me. I loved every piece of this. Up next is Mandy Moves. I thought this was fun. I thought it was cute, a little sexy for Mandy. I'm like, okay, I see you, sis. He gets an A
Okay.
minus.
You know what? I agree with your A-.
She looked good. She looked good. And then, what did you think of Vibe?
The outfit's cute, but there's not enough cape for me.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
The outfit's cute, but there's not enough cape for me. And because there's not enough cape for me, it gets a B.
I give it a B plus. I wanted a little bit more of the outfit as well and the cape. I just wanted.
And then the shoes.
So we find out that Vibe got the win this week. Oh wait, hold on. Let me ask, who's your favorite and why is it Nikita?
Because it's Nikita. And the only other person that would be my favorite would be
Freya, which is right next to
Freya, which is right next to.
Now, Vibe got the win this week. And I thought about it. I'm like, I know why they gave Vibe the win. Because Vibe did do great. So, like, I wasn't upset that she got
Right.
the win.
No.
Just think about it going into the finale.
Right.
If you would have gave that win to Freya, that meant 3 wins for Lazy Susan, 1 for Vibe, 1 for Freya, 1 for Mandy.
Right.
It's very clear, Lazy Susan. But if you give Vibe a second win, now there's
Right.
3 wins Lazy Susan, 2 win Vibe, and Vibe has never fallen in the bottom 2. Neither is Lazy. So then there's
Right.
like a little bit more of a fight because if Vibe comes in and completely demolishes the finale,
Mm-hmm.
now we have another person who could honestly win. So I think that's why they did it. Me personally, I think I would just gave the win to both her and Freya.
Yep.
Because honestly, they were the best. They were the best. And this is the second week in a row where they just played in Freya's face. Like, she should have won.
Mm-hmm. Because she should have won last week, too.
She should have won last week. She should have won this week. And to be honest with you, if they would have gave her the win last week and this week, I probably would have been screaming Team Freya for next week.
Same.
I'm just saying.
Same.
Honestly. And plus, I've enjoyed her storyline this season. And talking about her time in America, I ain't gonna lie to you. When Freya was talking about her time in America and her move to Australia, I ain't gonna lie to you. It made me want to start looking how to move to Australia from the United States.
Look, for the last several months, I have been trying to figure out. One, I said it to myself this morning. I was like, I have the itch. I want to move. I just don't know where I want to move to. And I was like, if I move, I want to move out of the state of Texas.
Same.
I want to move out of the state of
after
Texas.
current events, the thought of leaving the country has also crossed my
And
mind.
after the most recent events, I was like, where do I want to move to? Now, me and my other best friend, we were thinking about it, and I was like, should we just move to New Zealand?
Like, I'm sure Freya made a good argument. She made a good argument.
I low-key was like, I was researching, what do I need to be certified in New Zealand to be a teacher? Because, baby, am I going to have to get used to putting my day, month, year,
Oh,
yes.
that's gonna drive me nuts. That's gonna drive me up a wall. But I ain't gonna be able to say nothing. I'm in their country. I'm like, I can't tell y'all what y'all doing is wrong here.
Right?
Y'all accepted me. I'm not gonna tell y'all wrong. I'm just gonna have to
Exactly.
adjust.
Exactly. Because part of me was like, now how quickly would I be able to pick up British vernacular if I moved to England?
Ooh. I've been looking into it. As you know, I'm fixing to get my actual passport, so it's just like, but yeah. But yeah, congratulations, Vibe. You did great this week. You really did.
Yay.
Like when she said you won, I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, I
I
get
just would have
it.
gave it to Freya.
Did the same.
Or both of them, honestly. And so we find out that the bottom two is Nikita Iman and Mandy Moves. They lip sync to the song Searchin' by Young Divas. And Mandy did better than what I expected her to.
Mm-hmm.
And
Same.
Nikita gave us the same thing she's given in every lip sync.
Ballroom.
I will say this is the best that lip sync Nikita has done out of all her lip syncs. I will say that. But I feel like Mandy really she took it here. She did. She did. And the judges agreed. They decided to keep Mandy Moves. Do you agree with that decision?
I mean, no, but yeah.
Vincent, unfortunately, I have to agree. I have to agree. So that means Nikita Iman must sashay away. So she goes back into the workroom, leaves her message, and we're back on the main stage. And LaCresha, and also the people watching at home. I have a question for you.
Mm.
Are you Team Freya, Team Lazy, Team Mandy, or Team Vibe?
Team vibe.
You know, up until this point, I was very Team Mandy. And I'm going to have to agree with you now. I think I'm Team Vibe. Like, if Mandy, you know, she kind of fell off. But yeah, after watching this season, I wouldn't be mad at Vibe winning. Like, it seems very clear that they want Lazy Susan to win.
Very much so.
But, like, I think I'm going to have to say Team Vibe.
Team vibe.
Team Vibe. Also, Team Mandy Moves. I can't let go of my love that easy, okay? Like, I realize now
Team
that she
vibe.
might not get the crown. But in my heart, I will always be Team Mandy. But in this particular case, this one time,
She'll always be his queen.
yeah, this one time, I'm going to be Team Vibe, okay?
Team vibe.
Team Vibe. So the queens danced the night away like they didn't just crush Nikita's dreams. And we find out next week they will be doing a grand performance to an original song. And they will be choreographed by LaCresha. She's back. Now, this is another queen I'm shocked hasn't done some form of All-Stars yet.
Mm.
But you know, she was a judge on Dancing with the Stars New Zealand, I think for like 1 or 2 seasons. So she's been busy. She's been busy. So,
Booked and busy.
Booked and busy. Okay. But yeah, if she ever decides to come back, I would gladly love to see her again. But yes, next week, someone will be taking home this beautiful crown. Let me put that over my head. Look at that. Oh,
Crown and scepter.
look at that. I put the crown over my head. It's just so gorgeous. You see that? It looks so good right there. But anyway, do you have anything else that you want to add?
Nope.
Neither do I. So tell the people at home where they can find you.
You can find me at Krisha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, pocket full of bud, my mind. But if I'm not there, you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you soon. Bye.